Welcome to another episode of Anything Goes Renegade Podcast. I'm your host, Demetrius Smith, and today I got a late banger for you guys. Actually, I might be coming out with two bangers, this one and the next one. And so this one's gonna be about the idea that the CIA invented the term conspiracy theory and the way it is used today. And we are going to get into that, and and I hope you guys enjoy that. And I'm basically I'm gonna give my thoughts. I'm gonna give my thoughts on how all of this debate, all of this shit makes no sense to me. All right, so we're gonna get right into it. Have you ever wanted to start your own podcast? Are you passionate about a favorite subject matter or a message that you want everyone to listen to? But you don't have any of the equipment or have no idea where to begin? Well, look no further than Anchor. Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. Anchor gives you everything you need in one place for free, which you can use right from your phone or computer. Do not worry about any extra equipment, guys, because Anchor's creation tools allows you to record and edit your podcast so it sounds great. They'll distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard everywhere, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many more. You can easily make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. To get started, download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm. That's ANCHOR.FM. Again, to get started, download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm. That is ANCHOR.FM. Alright, guys, so as I was online, I was reading, and something caught my eye that maybe that the CIA didn't create the term conspiracy theory, and maybe the CIA didn't even create the way that it was used to discredit people. So I decided to do my research. I decided to look because nobody else is going to look. And kind of find out you did have a few people who decided to take upon themselves and find out, the term did exist in the late 1800s. And the way it is used today is the exact same way that they used in, I believe, in 1863 to discredit people. So it's very interesting. It's very interesting that people are now saying that the CIA created the term conspiracy theory, because now it leads me to believe that maybe this whole deep state thing now is a damn lie. Because this makes me doubt. This absolutely makes me doubt everything that you said, everything that Q has said, everything that almost everybody has said. It makes me doubt them completely. And it's like anything that comes out of your mouth, if you didn't do your own research, if you didn't dig far enough, then it will lead me to believe that you are only picking up what someone else, you only pick it up what agrees with your own ego, what agrees with your need to be right. Holy crap. As I was talking, I saw a shadow figure walk towards me. It kind of surprised me because they normally don't show up in full figure, but it's it's not uncommon for them to be out here anyway because the cemetery is not too far from here where I live at. The only thing I gotta do is just cross the ditch, keep walking about 15 yards, and keep walking about 100 yards, and bam, the cemetery is right there across the street. But anyway, so the whole premises, the whole idea was that the CIA created the term conspiracy theory to quiet people about the JFK assassination. Anyone who was on the outside who didn't know the information, they claimed them to be conspiracy theories. And like I kept preaching this, like Q has not done any good whatsoever. It didn't wake people up at all. Because when you use that term, America's waking up, I expect people to be woken to the truth of what they are, of what they are capable of. Like maybe they actually start healing themselves, meditation and all that other stuff, But no, people aren't waking up. They just in another sleep program. That's the best way I can describe it. They just move to a different sleep program who makes them think that they're woke, but they are not woke. They're asleep because they have been led by an unknown person who claims to have all the truth. And which it is a shame. Because I have been told this when I first began to speak out against Q, that I was evil. That I was evil because I didn't stand with Q. I was evil because I didn't follow the trend. And that was the trend, and nobody don't see it, that this is a damn trend. This is like I'm still living in fucking high school. This is a trend. I mean, people bitch and moan about their opinions getting censored. But these same people who call other people sheep, slaves, or darkness, or whatever you want to call it, are the same people who gets very triggered and offended when you call them a conspiracy theorist. I mean, if you can't take it, then don't. If you can't take it, then don't throw it. That's the way I see it. I mean, that's like if I call one of my friends a racist slur, then I expect them to call me one back because I threw it at them. So I expect them to throw it back at me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get off topic here. But it's like this whole freaking thing has become one huge laughing matter. And no matter what I do, no matter what I post on Facebook and say, hey, look at this piece of information that y'all choose to ignore. Even on my friend list. I posted on my friend list. And I guarantee you, they probably see it and say, nah, that's fake news. I know what I'm talking about. I know what my gut tells me. And in my head, I'm like, no, you think that's your intuition, but that is absolutely your ego. And how do I know this? It's because I've allowed my ego to deceive me for too long. How do I know this? It's because I know who I am. I'm not talking about the spiritual part of me. I'm talking about the human side of me, that human part of me. I know my desires. That, I know the manipulation part of me. I know it all too well. I know its tricks. I know its games. I don't know the other side of it, but that kind of triggers me a lot when people act like they know more. When they take things, like they act like they know more. Now, it may seem like I act like I know more, but I don't. I don't know. I don't know anything. If I did, I wouldn't even be here on this earth. Tell you the truth. I most likely be somewhere else. I'll probably be in another dimension, having a grand old time. Trying to gain superpowers, I guess. But anyway, I posted this information, like I said, on Facebook. And it didn't click until now that I become one versus all type of person. I'm not saying like I want to get up and fight everybody, but that's where it seems. That's the way it seems. Like, I'm not expecting people to agree with me. That's not it. But I always get that feeling that anytime I post something contradictory to one of my friends' beliefs, they think I'm evil. Even with me posting that the whole conspiracy about the CIA or FBI creating it is a conspiracy in itself, in which I provide information for it, in which that information doesn't even come from a news media. It doesn't even come from anyone that the Rockefellers own. Like, it came from a historian website, like people who actually go out and do their research and read all that stuff. So when I post it, and I don't know why something keeps pulling me back in, but I guess it's trying to teach me. I believe my spirit's trying to teach me that no matter who claims to be open, who claims to be spiritual, they will always be human until they ascend. Until then, they are vulnerable to be led astray. No matter what, if they choose to be involved with politics, which basically is manipulation. And I feel that so strongly. No matter how open or spiritual you claim to be, you are human. You are human until you ascend. Till you ascend. But as long as you are in this 3D realm, you are still and always will be vulnerable. to what you want to believe. You will always will be vulnerable to be led astray. And I feel that strongly. And for some reason when I say that, I felt the vibration of it. And it kind of felt like anger, but not my human anger. It felt like my spiritual anger. And like I said, there's information out there that says that conspiracy theory has been around since the late 1800s. But that information be buried, which sucks. And I'm just going to end it right here. Thank you guys for listening to today's episode of Anything Goes Renegade Podcast. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. And please forgive me for me rambling on. And I hope to see you guys next time. I hope to see you guys later. And also, thank you guys for always supporting me. And thank you guys for sharing it with your friends and your family. Alright, I'll check you guys out next time. Later. I love you. Peace.